Hi cozy friends! I just wanted to show y'all my favorite self-care activities, kind of the things I default to when I know I need a little love, a little extra hug to myself, a little reset, recenter, grounding moment. Now in terms of when I do these, like practicality wise, I know not everybody has the ability to have a full self-care day. And so today I'm taking kind of half the day, but I do think when you have the opportunity to have like a full day of self-care, especially when you feel like you really need it, you check in with yourself and you're like, yeah, I need a rest, I need a break. There's nothing like having a full day of self-care to really reset. But these are just kind of the practices that I use either kind of scattered throughout a day in between things that I have to do, like errands and stuff on the weekend, or I'll kind of chunk up my day, self-care day, in the morning or the evening and then do stuff before or after. Just in terms of practicality, that's how it looks for me when I'm planning in a self-care day. And I do have to plan in a self-care day, otherwise it won't happen. It'll go months and months and months without me actually having a self-care day. So fit it in where I can, plan it actually in my schedule, be firm with yourself, make sure you actually are giving yourself that self-care day and holding yourself accountable to give yourself rest because you need it and you deserve it. The first thing I highly recommend starting with this, unless you need like a little treat or something beforehand, I like to do my treats afterwards so that I'm actually incentivized to do the first thing, and that is journaling. I have my little wellness journal right here. I keep it very handy so that I see it and I go, I need to check in with myself, see how I'm feeling, see what I really need. Because sometimes you'll check in with yourself and yourself is like, I just need to sit in bed all day. I can't even think of things to do. I can't even bring myself to do activities at all. So I just need to sit in bed. And that's fine. But you need to kind of check in with yourself to know that. And then on the other hand, you might be like, I need some like stimuli. I need some activity. I need some like love poured back into myself through activities. How will you know? Either way, unless you check in with yourself. So let's journal. I typically don't like guided journals. I feel like it limits my ability to kind of brain dump and like go on tangents to work through certain things that I'm feeling and be able to kind of unpack certain feelings freely. But I've been trying this one out and I do like it, not for the same function or purpose as like a free-flowing journal, but more as like a check-in, kind of like a daily check-in. Whereas a regular journal, you might be like talking about your feelings, but you might not say, okay, I'm ending this entry with actionable steps that I want to take today. And then when I really need it, I follow up with a more free-flowing journal. So I'm going to work on the check-in entry and then I'll talk more about the voice note journal process. I did the check-in. When I do my voice journals, that's when I really just go off, okay? Brain dump, just like say every possible thing I'm thinking. And I like to do voice notes because my typing wasn't keeping up with my thoughts. And when you're journaling especially, I feel like that's really important because trying to follow trains of thoughts really quickly, trying to like get things out and trying to process in a way that's like you express that immediate emotion and then process that immediate emotion, you're then realizing where like the root feelings are coming from because you're just able to do it more quickly. You're able to do it quickly. For me, that was just harder to do when I'm typing it out. That's why I've been partial to voice notes lately. And I use Day One. It's just a little like journal app. It looks like this. I've been using Day One since high school, literally high school. I have entries from high school in here. And so from here, you can either like type hi, or you can do audio, and that is what I do every time I do audio. It just starts recording. You can record up to like 3 hours. I've gotten close to that before. I'm gonna be honest, on especially rough periods in my life, I would just rant for like 2.5 hours, and it was so helpful. My self-care day is me sitting here venting about a situation, and then I feel so much better because thrown into the ether, released it from my mind, and sometimes that's all you need. I think I'm just gonna have like a check-in about how I think I can adjust my routine and stuff to be a little kinder to myself. So that's what I'm going to check in about. Okay, y'all, after checking in, I feel in touch with myself and what I need. The first thing I need is a fun little treat. Treat number one is some good coffee. Usually I do like a little latte, like a chai latte, like a decaf espresso in it. I would normally do that, but I'm gonna do something a little different because that's the point. We just got these powders from Trader Joe's. We just haven't had them in our house, we don't know why. So I think I wanna try one of those. I think I might do the spicy chai mix and put a little decaf espresso in there, make it a little dirty one, but decaf. While that's cooking up, I'm gonna make some fun yogurt. Pet cuddles always help on a self-care day. A little serotonin boost. Yeah. Now it's a treat. Yay! Let's take this to my room. Because I'm a content creator, I have to take pictures of this. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram story, so those of you that are real ones and follow me on Instagram will have seen this first. And it's not a self-care day without some comfort content. I like to do this throughout the self-care day. I like to either like listen to an audiobook, watch like a comfort show, or watch a comfort YouTuber. So that is what I'm about to do while I eat my breakfast, and we're also gonna do it a little bit later. Not my videos coming up on my suggested. Why do they do that? They're like, you would love this. I'm like, that's mine. I wouldn't. I can't watch it. I've seen it a million times because I edit it. You ever like talk to the YouTubers? She's like, I'm thinking the flamingos. I'm like, yeah girl, flamingo. I hope that y'all do that with me in my videos. Now that I've eaten and had a little treat and had a little decompressing time, I like to strip all the sheets and do some laundry just so that I have some fresh sheets. When I get into bed later, there is no better way to like treat yourself and do a little self-care than clean sheets. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of better ways, but it's just a good one. Let's strip my sheets. I'm actually gonna wash my pillows too. When you can see it's kind of like gross and it feels a little heavier than normal, maybe like the dead skin cells are really setting in, then I think it's time to like wash them, and then you can just like, you literally throw them in the wash, throw them in the dryer, and they're good to go. Sometimes they need to air dry a little bit, but I have multiple sets of pillows. I'm gonna switch out the Marlowe ones that I washed before. I just switch between all the pillows that we have whenever I wash them, which is not often. It's not often. I need to wash them more than I do. You happy the sheets have been cleaned? Bye. What's up? The next thing on the docket is a little bit of movement. It doesn't have to be a full workout. It doesn't have to be anything. I'm just gonna get some walking in, again, while I'm watching some comfort content on this walking pad that I love so much. It's from Costway, who is our cozy sponsor, and we have a couple items throughout this that are from Costway. Hi. They just have like super affordable home stuff, and I loved it for the holidays. They were our cozy sponsor for the holiday decorating vlog. So we got like a garland and a tree from them. So I got this walking pad. I've been wanting a walking pad so bad. So I found it with them. She's so pretty. I feel like she matches our decor really well. And then it's just like super easy to use. And we have it set up right here so that just like both of the cats, so we can just watch TV while we're working out, which is really nice. I'm just gonna do a little walking, putting my Apple Watch on, especially on a self-care day. It's like I only want to do it because I know it's gonna bring some serotonin into my brain. That's kind of the only reason, not to like actually get a full workout in, you know what I mean? So it has a little remote, which is really nice. You can just like turn it on without having to like bend down and press any buttons. Now that I'm done with the walk, I am a little sweaty. I'm ready to like reset my body and do some body self-care. It's usually either my favorite or least favorite part of a self-care day. Sometimes I just really don't feel like doing like a whole body routine, and then sometimes I'm like really excited to do a whole body routine. I don't know, it just depends on the day. Today I'm kind of feeling in the middle. So if I'm really excited to do it, I'll tend to do like a whole bath, set all that up, like if I have the time to do it. Today I don't have the time to do it, so I'm just gonna do like a mindful shower, if that makes sense, you know, not just like a scrub and run shower. I'll do a mindful shower, maybe use some body scrub. I also am gonna oil my scalp. I think I haven't done that in so long, and I just got a little head thing, so I want to start with that actually before we shower. Okay, here is the scalp thing. So I'm gonna get some hair oil. I have pre-washed scalp oil from JVN. I got it a really long time ago in PR and never really use it, so let's use it today. For everyone who watched my recent vlog and knew my struggle of the black bath bomb in the bath, just an update for anyone that cared. The Bart Keeper's Friend didn't work, and the hydrogen peroxide baking soda didn't work. I'm not gonna lie, it worked a little bit, and then I also left it, all of it soaking overnight in like really hot water. It worked a little bit, like a tiny bit on this side, but the very bottom is still kind of black. It actually did work. I said it didn't work. I'm actually sure both of them worked a little bit. I don't know. I might just have to try multiple rounds. That's another reason why I'm not doing the bath. It's kind of full of chemicals. So let's just take a shower after we oil our scalp. I'm gonna turn on my audiobook. Right now I'm reading Throne of Glass. This was one, I don't know why it took me so long to like start this series. It was not what I was expecting at all from Sarah J. Maas. In a good way, in a good way. I'm kind of liking that it's more action based and like the character has a lot going on. Like I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna play that while I oil my scalp.
In mind and spirit. You're in a position where it's possible for you to change or rather speak of
note on this book. So I feel like you know who the romantic interest is going to be, and I don't like the voice that the narrator is using for it. It's like haughty and like annoying and pompous, and like I know that's the point because he's like royalty. Just my thoughts. And also knowing Sarah J. Maas, maybe he's just the first romantic interest. I don't know.
Kayon looked at Caltae. Had she noticed beyond change?
Did all the things that I don't normally spend the time doing, and I feel very good. We're gonna shower and then do some body care. we are nice and taken care of. I have taken care of my body, myself, my mind, my stomach, everything today. Now I'm going to change up my environment. This is something that always makes me feel good on a self-care day. We have this old shoe rack on the kind of outdoor area, but I wanted to upgrade it to one that has a little umbrella holder because we always just leave the house when it's raining and forget to like pick up an umbrella. So I feel like that'll make us go, oh, umbrella holder. And then you don't have to like bring it inside if it's wet. It's been raining lately, okay? It's been raining lately and it will be nice. It's just gonna make me feel like, yay, I did something. And then I'm gonna sit down and do more relaxing. This is it right here. A little bamboo kind of style one. And it looks super easy to put together. Okay, y'all, I built it. That was super easy to build. So it's like this 4-tier situation, and then it has this section for umbrellas, or I realized you could put boots in there. So I'm gonna replace the one we have out there with this one and see how it looks. I feel so accomplished. I think I might actually configure it like this. We can have more shoes out here instead of them collecting in here. But here's the little umbrella stand. Yay! Okay, now that we're done with that, the very last step of my self-care day, kind of the most essential part of all of it, is sitting down, relaxing, and doing some kind of cozy hobby, cozy resting, anything, whether it's reading, coloring, gaming, watching something. Have some downtime. You deserve it. Your body needs it. Downtime. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna sit my butt right in here. Before we had kind of like decompressing, dissociating downtime, which is always important in the mornings for me. Now I'm gonna have more like active downtime where I can just relax. I'm dead. I just created this little snack dish. It's like Trader Joe's chocolate chip cookies and then the dark chocolate peanut butter cups, but then I realized I never finished my cookies from before, so now I have double cookies. I'm gonna sit my booty down. This thing like fits under my chair, which is nice, or like under a sofa. I love it. Shout out Costway. Color, I could eat and do all of it from the comfort of my chair and watch my shows. I love it. I really like to choose a hobby for my self-care days that aren't something that's like new that I have to learn and that's kind of putting like pressure or like strain, even if it's strain in a good way. And sometimes when I try like a new hobby, I'm like, okay, I have to like pay attention and read directions and all this stuff limits the brain processing power you have to do. I totally think that those are the best hobbies to do for your self-care day specifically. Alright, y'all, I'm just going to be doing this for a little bit longer before I go start some work. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this little self-care routine journey. Remember that rest is essential. I'm telling myself this too because I can stand to hear it. I am not always the best at this. Rest is essential. You deserve it no matter what, period. Just for existing, you deserve rest. It's a giving back to yourself. It's a stepping away from the world where everything is demanded of you all the time, all day, every day. It's a rejecting that for just a little bit, pushing that aside for just a little bit, being with yourself and gifting yourself that moment of care for yourself. It allows you to show up better in other areas of your life, sure, but it also just feeds the soul. It also just leaves you more fulfilled in life, I think, and leaves you more balanced and healthy. Please get some rest. Please give yourself some self-care. I love you so much. Stay cozy. Bye!